Please tidy up this place. No! Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
When the power goes out, life is disrupted. Be prepared and keep your home powered up with a generator from Benquip. We carry brands such as Honda, Kohler, and JCB. Schedule your installation, maintenance, and assessment to keep your generator ready and waiting to protect your family and home the next time the power fails. Stay in control of your power with a generator from Benquip. Equipment, parts, service. When the power goes out, life is disrupted. Be prepared and keep your home powered up with a generator from Benquip. We carry brands such as Honda, Kohler, and JCB. Schedule your installation, maintenance, and assessment to keep your generator ready and waiting to protect your family and home the next time the power fails. Stay in control of your power with a generator from Benquip. Equipment, parts, service.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, off-duty police officer involved in San Pedro shooting. Association of Defense Attorneys say they won't accept any more court-appointed matters unless GOB fulfills their promises. Convicted murderer gets 2 life sentences. NTUCB President's sister is the new chair of RECONDEV, and Department of Youth Services organizes summer activities in Belmopan. These stories and more up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
This newscast is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Welcome to Plus News for today, July 20th. My name is LJ Wade. An off-duty San Pedro police officer was involved in a shooting incident on Sunday following an alleged domestic dispute. Police say the officer intervened after reportedly witnessing a violent altercation between a young woman and her common-law husband, Maverick Fuentes. During the intervention, the officer alleged that he was assaulted by both individuals. The officer then opened fire and shot Fuentes in the leg. The officer's firearm has since been taken into custody as part of the ongoing investigation. ASP Stacey Smith says the woman involved has not yet made an official report.
Police are investigating a shooting incident which resulted in the injury of Maverick Fuentes, which occurred on Sunday, 19 July 2026 in San Pedro town. What we have learned is that a police officer who had reported off duty at that time was making his way home, and upon entering his apartment building, he observed that there was an ongoing domestic disturbance. He reportedly sought to de-escalate the situation, however, that proved futile. He further reportedly called into the station requesting police intervention, but shortly after doing so, the domestic altercation became violent, and he made a decision to intervene with a view of detaining the male person. The officer reportedly alleged that upon doing so, he was assaulted by the male person as well as the female, which led to him withdrawing his personal protection license and firearm, and firing a single shot which caught Mr. Fuentes to the leg. Both the police officer and Mr. Fuentes sought medical attention. A concurrent criminal and internal investigation has been commenced in this matter. His firearm was taken into custody. The full procedures that obtain whenever it is that a firearm is discharged. So his firearm was taken into custody. The expended shell was retrieved. I will also say that when I spoke with OC San Pedro, he stated that the female has not come in to give any report as yet. So certainly we're asking for the female to come in and give her report and put on record what she saw transpired. But what I was told by Officer Commanding San Pedro was that she was not being cooperative, neither stating anything against the police officer or against her common law husband.
Police are investigating an attempted murder involving 29-year-old Kenton Young, a resident of Bermuda Landing, Belize District. The incident occurred on Saturday, July 18th, near the Muscle Creek Bridge. Police say Young was traveling in his SUV when he came under attack from a male person riding a motorcycle. Young suffered gunshot injuries and remains hospitalized in a critical but stable condition. ASP Stacey Smith says investigators believe the shooting stems from recent tensions in the area. 2 suspects have been detained as police continue their investigation.
Police are investigating a shooting incident that resulted in the injury of Kenton Young, a 29-year-old Belizean laborer of Bermuda Landing Village in the Belize District. The investigation commenced on Saturday, 18 July at around 10:25 p.m. when officers were alerted that there was a shooting in the vicinity of Muscle Creek Bridge within that village. Upon officers' arrival, they observed a SUV, and on board that SUV was an injured Mr. Young. Mr. Young reported that he was traveling on board his vehicle when, upon reaching that area, he was accosted by a male person on board who was driving a motorcycle, and that male person fired several shots which resulted in the injury of Mr. Young. Mr. Young is currently listed in a critical but stable condition. We have, the motive is an ongoing dispute between persons between Bermuda Landing Village and Limonal Village. 2 persons were detained and another is being sought.
Miguelito Encalada has been sentenced to 2 concurrent life terms for the 2023 murders of his wife, Desiree Elizabeth Gonzalez, and his younger brother, George Vincent Rochester. Justice Candice Nanton handed down the sentence in the High Court on Monday following mitigation submissions. The judge ordered that Encalada must serve a minimum of 40 years before becoming eligible for parole. The sentences will run concurrently and have been backdated to April 24, 2023, the date he was remanded to prison. In determining the sentence, Justice Nanton adopted a starting point of 4 to 2 years before reducing it by 2 years after considering mitigating factors. These included Encalada's good conduct while on remand, his completion of rehabilitation programs at the Kobe Foundation, his lack of prison infractions, positive character references, and evidence of his community involvement mentoring young men in Ladyville. The court found several aggravating factors, including the use of a firearm, the fact that 2 people were killed, the close familiar relationship between the victims and the offender, and that the killings occurred at close range inside the victim's home and business. Justice Nanton also considered a psychiatric report indicating that Encalada was mentally and physically fit and capable of rehabilitation. Before sentencing, Encalada addressed the court, offering condolences to both families while maintaining his innocence. He told the court that he was not responsible for the killings and claimed that the real perpetrator remained at large. Encalada was convicted on May 22, 2026 for the fatal shooting of Gonzalez in Rochester, which occurred on April 20, 2023 on Scissors Tail Street in the New Site area of Ladyville. Throughout the trial, he denied any involvement, claiming armed men entered his establishment, assaulted him, and carried out the shootings. Encalada was represented by attorney Earl Hamilton, while the prosecution was led by Crown Counsel Glenfield Dennison. Juan Carlos Novello has been found not guilty of the 2023 murder of his common-law wife, Leslie Margarita Verde. Justice Candice Nanton delivered the verdict in the High Court today, announcing that while she had reached her decision, her detailed reasons will be provided in a written judgment at a later date. The not guilty verdict brought an end to the murder trial and resulted in Novello's immediate release. Outside the courtroom, Novello maintained his innocence, telling reporters that he had never killed Verde and expressed sympathy to her family. He said he was grateful for the verdict and reiterated that he had been wrongly accused. Novello had been charged in connection with Verde's death on November 4, 2023 at her home on Key Calker. A post-mortem examination conducted by Dr. Rock Blanco determined that Verde died from asphyxia due to neck compression. The pathologist concluded that her injuries were consistent with homicide, citing extensive trauma to the front and sides of the neck caused by significant external force. The prosecution's case relied largely on circumstantial evidence, including surveillance footage showing Novello entering and leaving Verde's home during the early hours before her body was discovered. The Crown also presented testimony from the investigating officer, Sergeant Manuel Mai, and Verde's then 13-year-old daughter, who testified that she awoke briefly and saw her stepfather shaking her mother's motionless body before returning to sleep. The defense argued that there was no eyewitness evidence linking Novello to the killing and maintained that Verde was alive when he left the residence. Defense attorney Leroy Banner urged the court to acquit his client, contending that the prosecution had failed to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. The Association of Defense Attorneys has announced that its members will stop accepting new legal aid cases under the current fee structure beginning August 1st, citing long-standing concerns over inadequate compensation. In a leaked letter, the association says that the existing legal aid fees do not fairly compensate attorneys for the time, expertise, and responsibility involved in representing accused persons, and argues that the current system places an unsustainable burden on practitioners and could ultimately affect the quality of legal representation available to those who rely on legal aid. Today, during a press conference hosted by the ADA, Secretary of the Association, O.J. Elrington, stated that the association came to a reasonable compromise with the government, but as of today, the promises have not been kept.
The members of our association will not accept any more what my good senior called court-appointed matters. These are the matters for which essentially we work pro bono. The Association of Defense Attorneys, again, I will be very pessimistic and say does 95% of these matters. because again, we're talking about murder trials, all right? And I have seen where there is an issue that I must bring to the attention of the public, where again, and us doing this is not an attempt to cripple the judiciary and to cripple the access to justice for those persons who cannot afford it. But this again has been a commitment that the administration has made and committed that they would change it, understanding that it was costing our membership to represent people. When you're going to travel all the way to Toledo, hotel, etc., and my good brother had mentioned it's not $5, it's $2,000. $2,000. When my good brother can tell you at the private bar, you're looking at a minimum of about $15,000 if you're going at the private bar. We had come to a compromise, and they said $7,500 so that it is somewhere in the middle to cover your expenses, etc., and something for your time. All right. So our decision is that come the 1st of August, our membership will not take any more court-appointed matters.
So what happened to the compromise of that $7,500?
Again, we have not. They simply have not. They have not. A promise from last year that we have had meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting. It was a year before, is it?
According to the association, its members currently handle approximately 95% of all court-assigned legal aid matters in Belize. It emphasized that the decision is not intended to disrupt the justice system, but to encourage the government to fulfill a commitment made more than a year ago to increase the legal aid stipend. The names of the members of the new RECONDEV board have been leaked. Last month, the Prime Minister announced that he would be appointing a new board following ongoing allegations of corruption against Oscar Mira and his brother, Brian Mira, who chaired the board. While Brian has been removed from RECONDEV, 5 persons still remain from the old board: Myrna Tibi-Waite, Cedric Borland, Lysandra Burby, Wilfredo Galvez, and Mayor Pablo Kowich. Waite was originally the deputy chair of RECONDEV, and since Brian's removal, has been elevated to the position of chair. Over the weekend, the president of the NTUCB was asked to comment on the Prime Minister's decision to keep 5 of the 9 members of the old board. Waite says that she believes in continuity, but didn't want to delve further into the conversation, as Myrna Waite, the new chair of RECONDEV, is her sister, who she confirmed has no connections with the Miras, as persons were claiming on social media.
There's this claim now that some of them have connections still to the Miras.
I will have a little bit bias on that, and I'll be very honest. The chair now is my sister. My sister, Myrna Waite. Myrna Waite. No, she's not married. Her name is Myrna Waite, daughter of Samuel Waite.
But she doesn't have any link to the Miras?
No.
Because people are claiming that.
Wow, you see, no. She is not married to anyone. Her name is Myrna Waite, daughter of Samuel Waite. And she is a retired teacher from Belmopan. Belmopan is from ever since. So, and yes, I have to say that she does campaign for the People's United Party. That's her prerogative. But yes, I think when the Prime Minister said the board, I don't know if he meant every single member of the board, because as far as I know, the board did not do anything wrong. If he wanted to remove what was seen as the issue, and the board would have been Brian Mira, then that is what he should have done only. But I think for any institution, you want continuity. So I don't think it makes sense to remove everybody from a board because you don't have any continuity. But that's my personal opinion. The question, I have to be fair to answer to say that that is my sister. I'm very proud of my sister. She has been doing well as a member of the board, and now she is the chair of the board.
So you said, did she campaign for Mira?
I'm not sure if she campaigns for Mira, but I know she's a part of the women's group, the People's United Women Group, yes.
Okay, so you don't have an issue with people who are linked politically, because it appears that several other people, even on the new board, there are claims that they have links to the Miras.
Well, I don't know if they have links to the mirror. That I don't know. But I think people need to understand where RECONDEV originated from. RECONDEV will always be a political board in that sense because it's a political institution in Belmopan. And I think for you to have a clear understanding, you need to go back and read how RECONDEV started and for what purpose it is there for. But again, I will have to be clear to the public because you asked me the question. That is my sister.
The new members that were appointed to RECONDEV's board include Mike Redon, who is currently the head of GOB's press office team, George Castillo, who is one of Oscar Mira's main campaigners in Belmopan, and Carla Bradley. We'll take our first break and be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Here's how to be a part of Benny's Homecation in 3 easy steps. First, download the B-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy. Then, shop at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember to choose products from our monthly Homecation jackpot categories to earn entries. Now you can earn B-Bucks with purchases made and be a part of the Benny's Homecation jackpot for a chance to win the $10,000 grand prize in December. Win the ultimate Homecation with Benny's, quality and savings.
Hi, I have been an educator for 30 plus years. As a teacher in what is called a disadvantaged neighborhood in Belize, I see the struggle of our children. School can be tough and home can be tougher, and the streets can seem quite appealing. Alcohol, drugs, freedom. You might be in your own gang. I can tell you that that never ends well. I see it every day. Forced to run from the police, forced to hide from other gangs, confined to your turf to save your own life, and then ending up either dead or in a small cell. Gang life is not the life for you. Stay in school. Work hard. Be strong. Choose to live free and live right. Choose life.
A message from the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Violence Prevention and Enforcement Bureau.
In the heart of Belmopan, there's a pharmacy that cares for more than just prescriptions. Medicare Plus Pharmacy, genuine patient and community-centered care, isn't just a promise, it's what we deliver every day. From medicines and wellness products to everyday essentials for you, your home, and even your pets. We're here for your entire family. Moms and expecting mothers are welcome to nurse in our private counseling room because your comfort matters. We offer diabetes checks, blood pressure checks, and medical counseling to help keep you informed and in control of your health. We support our community through blood drives, nutrition and wellness programs, and partnerships that make healthcare more accessible for everyone. And when medical information feels overwhelming, our trained staff takes the time to explain, guide, and support you so you can confidently manage your health and improve your quality of life. Medicare Plus Pharmacy Belmopan, genuine patient and community-centered care, always.
He's found some space down the right side. Plenty of support arriving now, and there's another making the run. They're getting bodies forward here. He spotted the opening, and he takes it. The anticipation is building. You can feel the tension growing. He's through here. This is the chance. Oh, what a chance! He should have done better there, but they're not done yet. They're coming again. The pressure is mounting now. The crowd can sense something here. One pass. He's through. He shoots. He scored! Listen to this place. What a moment. This is what football is all about. The world gathers together, all in one place.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I hear they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
The Office of the Auditor General is currently investigating government contracts awarded to siblings of former Minister of State Oscar Mira following questions about transparency and the procurement process. Both Ministers Mira and Florencio Marin Jr. were placed on 3 months leave after leaked mainstream payments revealed questionable transfers. Prime Minister John Briceño recently gave an update on the audit, noting that investigators have been meticulously reviewing large volumes of invoices, purchase orders, and other records. He also indicated that the government is considering expanding the audit to include transactions backdating to 2015. But if the audit exceeds beyond the initial 3 months, should Ministers Mira and Marin remain on leave? NTUCB President Ella Waite gave us her position.
I think the first interview I gave with the media was simply that my problem would not have been if you already have a business that supplies that products before coming into government, before your relative came into government, or before you even got that contract. The thing is that it is not logical that you get a contract for products that you just open a business for when there are persons who have been in that business for many years, probably decades, that would not have had that opportunity. So it does show that something is not right, that there may be some level of, again, nepotism or fleecing money from a public person. So it is there for concern, but again, we have to look at what products were received. The entire investigation has to be given to us. Why we did not take part, or call for our members to take part in the rally that the United Democratic Party had was, one, because it's a political rally. No matter how you frame it, it's a political rally. And two, we would want to see what are the results of the investigation. NTUCB does not jump up because of emotions. We have to jump up when it comes to facts. And if the facts are, again, that if things went wrong, things went away, there is proof of nepotism, there is proof that monies was spent on products that was not received, then we will have to make a stand. And we call out our members to say, no, the facts are in, now we have to ask you, what action do we take?
Waite also said that she is in full support of the government's move to recruit a new ombudsman after the post remained vacant for the past 6 months. The position has been empty since the retirement of former Ombudsman Major Gilbert Suazo. The absence of an ombudsman has led to legal action, as social activist Jerry Enriquez has taken the government to court, seeking an order compelling the appointment of a new ombudsman. Last month, AG Anthony Sylvester explained that the appointment was delayed while GOB expands the Ombudsman's office into a national human rights institution as part of a 3-year project supported by the EU. He also revealed that the recruitment process is already underway and is being managed by the Ombudsman Reports Committee of the National Assembly. Weighing in on the vacant posts, Waite stressed that for the country to be without an ombudsman is of great concern.
Or maybe we should be happy that they're being sued, because we wanted to see that post filled. We did not want to see the former ombudsman leave in the first place. I think he was doing a very good job. But that's their decision on whether they renew, in my eyes, whether they renew a contract or not. That's their decision. Now, to leave an office empty when you do not have a replacement for so long, an office that where you and I, common people, can go and take a legal issue with when it comes to the government of Belize vacant for so long, it is concerning. My understanding is the work still continues at the Ombudsman office, but does it continue to the point where my case, if I take a case there, can be completed through the entire process? So yes, I'm very happy if it took a threat of a civil action, a legal action, sorry, to get us here, then I'm happy we're here.
Questions have emerged within the police department following the circulation of letters informing several assistant superintendents of police that they will not be recommended for promotion to the rank of superintendent. The letters, dated July 8th and signed by the Compol, advised officers that while they successfully passed the promotional board interview process, they will not be recommended to the Security Services Commission because of a limited number of vacancies. The letters state that priority is being given to officers who are currently serving in positions designated for the rank of superintendent as part of an ongoing organizational transition. The only ASP who has been recommended is Stacy Smith. According to the correspondence, Smith was selected after recording a stronger overall performance during the assessment process and because she is currently performing duties associated with a higher rank. Today, Smith spoke to the media about the process of applying to become a superintendent.
Whenever anyone reaches the rank of inspector, the process for promotion no longer entails a promotional exam, i.e. a written exam. Below that rank, you would do a written exam, and based upon completing the exam or how you perform in the exam, you would move to the interview process. And based on the performance in the interview process as well as other factors, a decision will be made. When it comes to persons of the rank of inspector and above, the process entails an application by the interested officer to go before the promotional board. A promotional board is convened. I think it's a 5-member panel consisting of senior officers as well as representatives from the security service and the ministry, where the individual officers are placed in front of this panel of 5 persons, and each of them gets an opportunity to ask that officer question relevant to the post to which they wish to occupy. After that is done, the grades are submitted to the commissioner's office, and based on that, he reviews that as well as the performance appraisal and the needs of the department in terms of the administrative needs, and a recommendation is forwarded to the Security Services Commission for the promotion of officers.
Smith's promotion is still on the table as the final decision rests with the Security Services Commission. A video showing a man attacking a chained dog has drawn public concern and prompted an investigation by the Belize Police Department. The incident took place in Cotton Tree Village, where a man was caught on video repeatedly striking a dog with a stick, after alleging that the dog had bitten him on his leg. Nearby residents quickly confronted the man and threatened to call the police. Today, ASP Stacy Smith spoke on the matter, noting that Commissioner of Police has already directed that an investigation be launched on possible animal cruelty charges.
Yes, that video has come to the police's attention. We are in possession of it, and the Commissioner has directed for the information as relates to where it occurred to be ascertained. I believe what we have received so far is that it was in Cotton Tree Village. I'm not sure if it has been confirmed, but certainly it is a matter that the department takes seriously, because I mean, there is absolutely no justification for what was seen on that video. So certainly it is being investigated, and as progress is made, that will be forwarded to the media.
On Thursday, police formally charged 37-year-old Santos Ramirez of Bullet Tree Village for possession of a controlled drug with intent to supply. Police say Ramirez was found with crack cocaine, which when weighed amounted to 9.2 grams.
Police have formally arrested and charged 37-year-old Santos Ramirez of Bullet Tree Falls Village for the offense of possession of controlled drugs with intent to supply. The arresting officer reported that on 16 July 2026, he was on patrol in the Tree Falls village when his attention was drawn to Santos, whose conduct arose that officer's suspicion. Mr. Santos was detained and search of his person resulted in the discovery of a bag containing suspected crack cocaine, which, when weighed, amounted to 9.2 grams.
Simon Bateman of Santa Elena Town has been charged for keeping a firearm and ammunition without a proper gun license. ASP Smith reported that Bateman was apprehended following an intelligence-led operation at his residence on Friday.
Police have formally arrested and charged 37-year-old Simon Bateman of Santa Elena Tonkayo for the offense of kept ammunition without a gun license. The arrest of Bateman follows the execution of an intelligence-led operation at the residence of Bateman on Friday, 17 July, for illegal firearm and ammunition. A search on Bateman's persons resulted in the discovery of 4 rounds of 9mm ammunition, and given that he is not the holder of a gun license, he was subsequently charged for kept ammunition without being the holder of a gun license.
We'll take our last break and be back with more news. Stay tuned.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Every connection we make is more than just a signal. It's a student unlocking a future through digital education. A young mind daring to dream bigger. Our culture shared with the world in real time. And everyday heroes answering the call of civic duty. When we connect with Digi, we empower Belize.
Welcome to the William David Fonseca Parking Facility, your modern solution for safe and convenient parking in downtown Belize City. With easy payment options such as prepaid cards or coins, parking downtown has never been easier. Enjoy affordable rates as low as 75 cents for 15 minutes, $1.50 for 30 minutes, and $3 for an hour. Open and available 24/7. Park smart. Park safe. Park at the William David Fonseca Parking Facility. Modern, secure, convenient. Your Belize City Council. Always about the people.
When the job demands more, Milwaukee Power Tools are designed to handle the toughest jobs on the construction site. If it's speed, durability, and performance you need, Milwaukee is the perfect choice. For unstoppable power at an unbeatable price, make it Milwaukee. Nothing but heavy duty. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Every connection we make is more than just a signal. It's a student unlocking a future through digital education. A young mind daring to dream bigger. Our culture shared with the world in real time. And everyday heroes answering the call of civic duty. When we connect with Digi, we empower Belize.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I hear they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God, Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Welcome to the William David Fonseca Parking Facility, your modern solution for safe and convenient parking in downtown Belize City. With easy payment options such as prepaid cards or coins, parking downtown has never been easier. Enjoy affordable rates as low as 75 cents for 15 minutes, $1.50 for 30 minutes, and $3 for an hour. Open and available 24/7. Park smart. Park safe. Park at the William David Fonseca Parking Facility. Modern, secure, convenient. Your Belize City Council. Always about the people.
When the job demands more, Milwaukee Power Tools are designed to handle the toughest jobs on the construction site. If it's speed, durability, and performance you need, Milwaukee is the perfect choice. For unstoppable power at an unbeatable price, make it Milwaukee. Nothing but heavy duty. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Every connection we make is more than just a signal. It's a student unlocking a future through digital education. A young mind daring to dream bigger. Our culture shared with the world in real time. And everyday heroes answering the call of civic duty. When we connect with Digi, we empower Belize.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I hear they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God, Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Welcome to the William David Fonseca Parking Facility, your modern solution for safe and convenient parking in downtown Belize City. With easy payment options such as prepaid cards or coins, parking downtown has never been easier. Enjoy affordable rates as low as 75 cents for 15 minutes, $1.50 for 30 minutes, and $3 for an hour. Open and available 24/7. Park smart. Park safe. Park at the William David Fonseca Parking Facility. Modern, secure, convenient. Your Belize City Council. Always about the people.
Every connection we make is more than just a signal. It's a student unlocking a future through digital education. A young mind daring to dream bigger. Our culture shared with the world in real time. And everyday heroes answering the call of civic duty. When we connect with Digi, we empower Belize.
When the job demands more, Milwaukee Power Tools are designed to handle the toughest jobs on the construction site. If it's speed, durability, and performance you need, Milwaukee is the perfect choice. for unstoppable power at an unbeatable price. Make it Milwaukee. Nothing but heavy duty. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Each year, the Department of Youth Services hosts multiple camps across the country of Belize, and this year is no different. Since last week, over 75 youths from Belmopan and the surrounding communities have been engaged in activities organized by the Department of Youth Services. The summer programs are being hosted at Western Region Youth Training Institute. Indira Logue, the director of DYS, told us more about the camps.
The girls are here engaged in basic makeup application and acrylics. We have our summer program also happening at Blue Waters, which commenced today. So we have about roughly about 75 young persons with us today engaged in our camp. Right. So the camps they were designed based on the feedback from young persons as to what they wanted to see for the summer. We also thought about economic empowerment and also about building the capacity in our young persons. We're always trying to look at sustainable pathways for them, you know, life skills, vocational skills to build their capacity so that they always have something to do and keep them engaged. Some of them are engaged in these activities after school. Some of them are doing it for business already. Yeah. So we couple the session with basic life skills like financial literacy, how to market your business, social media content, creating and all of that are also part of the program so that whenever they leave, they have the basic skills that they need to survive in doing their own or forming their own business, right? So that's what you're seeing here today. We also have about 49 to 50 programs running countrywide. So this is only a bit of what you're seeing that the department does during the summer.
We also spoke with representatives from Marisol's Beauty Touch and Makeup by Leia, who were teaching the girls attending the summer program some tricks of the trade.
Since from the past week, we have been learning step by step, right, how to do the acrylic nails. So we have been teaching the students how to do the basic, like push cuticles, cut, how to file nails, dehydrate, and all of those processes. And then right now, in the second week, we're focusing on how to apply the acrylic. So step by step. So each student have her own partner, right? So how to practice on each one. So that's the one we are teaching right now. So until final days, we're gonna do full set and then gonna take pictures and all of that.
This year is the first year that we have an advanced class. Last year we had only the beginners class. Basically what we are teaching is the applying of foundation, how to define your eyebrows, how to stick on your eyelashes, to combine and differentiate the different skin tones. And basically that's, I feel like we're having a lot of fun. The girls are like, they're doing really good. I feel like we're having a lot of fun and yeah, they're learning.
I've learned how to cut cuticles, how to file, how to apply nails, and just how to put on acrylic, then the base coat.
Has it been fun? I mean, why did you decide to pick the acrylic nails over the makeup course?
It has been fun. I really like doing nails. I wanted to do nails. For Christmas, my dad brought me an acrylic step and stuff to do nails, and I like to do nails. It's fun.
I have learned a lot in this class, how to prepare the skin, how to apply foundation, contouring, blushing, also eyebrow shaping and blending of colors for eyeshadows. And I have had a lot of fun in the process as well.
If you would like to learn more about the programs being offered by the Department of Youth Services, you can follow them on Facebook or Instagram. On Saturday, July 11th, the National Trade Union of Belize celebrated 60 years of service, and as a part of its anniversary celebrations, the Congress launched a documentary spotlighting the history and achievements of the labor movement. Reflecting on the milestone, President Ella Waite says the union has made significant progress over the years, but its future depends on attracting the next generation of leaders. Waite shared that one of her priorities as president has been to encourage young people to become active in the union, warning that if the labor movement is allowed to decline, it will end negatively for both the country and its workers. Waite notes that the organization has been committed to finding young leaders who are willing to carry the baton and continue standing up for Belize.
We have some documents in our office from decades ago, but they're simply letters, finance information. There's no history recorded on those documents. So we have to reach out to the different affiliates, asking them if there are pictures, footage. We reach out to media houses who are willing to assist, to help us with any footage that they would have of any activities union related. So we had some pictures in our office that we used. Thankfully, we have historians in Belize that assisted us as well with information. And we also had a book written a few years ago that had some information as well. So with that, we compiled everything. We got someone who was willing to produce and create the documentary for us. And we think it's a success. It allows us now to have a beginning of some place we can go to for this information. It took us 60 years to get here to document, but it's a start, and we hope that it can be continued throughout the life of the Congress. It does get you emotional because this is something for me, not just a job, it's a passion. It's something that when I got elected as president was one of my objectives, to not let this labor movement die. It's sad because when we look around, most of the persons involved in labor movement are over the age of 35. We don't have a lot of young people. Like I mentioned in the documentary, in 2025, December 2025, when we had our AGM, we ensured that we amended our constitution to have a youth arm of the NTUCB. We now have a youth director. But I know the struggle she's having to get young people involved in the movement. It's either because they don't know the history of the movement, they don't appreciate what this movement has done for them, or what it can do for them. And if this movement dies, it will be a very sad day in this country. We don't have labor unions in this country. It will be a tragic day, because then if we think things are bad in this country, then we will see what is really bad. We're trying our very best to reach out to young people using the platforms they use, social media. Again, we have a young, dynamic youth director who has been trying her hardest, opening WhatsApp groups, putting out flyers, going to every single event in this country that can promote young people in the union movement. But we don't seem to be capturing these young people, and we don't understand why. So we need them to tell us what we're doing, what we're doing wrong to not capture them. But they have to understand too, they have a part to play. They have a part to play to ensure this movement carries forward. If we do not have labor unions in this country, we will be in serious trouble. And we will not live forever. We have to ensure we pass on this baton to young people, but young people who are willing to do exactly what we do, stand up for workers in this country and stand up for Belize.
And that's the news. Thank you for joining us. From all of us here at Plus TV, have a good night and God bless.